Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you rocking with me once again. I just got a couple housekeeping items for you today. Wanted to share some of my pickups from the weekend. We had a little thrifting adventure going around town and actually came up with some really cool stuff and a couple things that I picked up on Mercari, spending my little bits of money as they've come in. But real quick, I wanted to do one final update on the Superior 8, that Spider-Man booth box. Clint Miller, also known as Franchise Kicks on YouTube, posted on his Instagram the other day that he had purchased 4 of the boxes, and at that point he had opened 2 of them, and he was really disappointed. And in fact, he was actually worried that this had been sort of an inventory dump of stuff that they had had sitting around, and I was a little bit worried of the same. Credit where it's due, that Spider-Man booth jumped into the comments and they said, apologies. This was actually apparently one of their more expensive boxes that they did. And what they did was they had a lot more top end prizes or hits, so to speak. And so it sounded like the implication was that the top end of this run was much higher than it had been in the past. And by extension, sort of the bottom end of the run became a little bit lower, I think. Whereas in the past, I think that the range had been quite a bit smaller. What's interesting about that, and we saw it in one of the 2.0 boxes, that Spider-Man comic that saw me pull out with the white background, and it's like the almost like a painted Spider-Man. It was a Virgin variant. I saw people pull that out of their Superior box. So there's a little bit of maybe both going on, but I have to say I've been watching quite a few YouTube videos over the last couple of days of other people opening their boxes, and I think overall the Superior 8 was pretty good. I think I just had one of those lower end boxes at a particular run where they had a higher end and a lower end than they have in the past. So a little bit of by design and a little bit of bad luck on that. So I feel a lot better about it. Obviously, I'm still disappointed about what I received. Obviously, they also made it right. We're definitely going to get the V9. We're going to give it another go. I think that they're getting a lot of really good feedback from this, and it's one of those things where it's trial and error. You try something new and either it works and everybody's stoked, or you fall flat in your face and you have to regroup. I actually watched one video where a father and son both were opening a box simultaneously, and it was really funny because the son had a graded comic and dad was really disappointed, but I was watching dad's box and he had all the cool Virgin variant covers. So it was all over the place. And I've seen a lot of videos where it kind of goes both ways. It's funny. The YouTube videos I've seen have been a lot of hits, a lot of like good boxes, but the Instagram posts I've seen have been a lot of disappointment. There were a lot of comments in Clint's Instagram posts that they also kind of were let down, based on what the expectation was. It had not been put out there that there was going to be this wider range than there had been before. So anyways, that's that. Case closed. That's what happened. Explanation received. I'm satisfied with it at this point. I think it's really played out overall to sort of make sense, and we're definitely going to give it another go on the V9. All right, let's get into some pickups. First of all, I was at Walmart. If you saw on my Twitter account, they've got distribution problems. But I happened to find these guys. Masters of the WWE Universe, Finn Balor, Triple H. The only one from the first run that the only one I really wanted was Sting, actually. If I can get the camera focused there. This is the only one I really wanted from this. But I saw these on the shelf and I had to grab them. They're going to go along with the ring that we showed you in a vlog a couple of months ago at this point. By the way, that ring that I just had to have that I paid $30 for, that thing is on sale on Walmart.com for like 15, 20 bucks at this point. Brutal. But that's okay. It's what happens. I saw it and I had to have it, and what are you going to do? We're still going to do an unboxing with these and with the ring in the near future. These are not for resale. These are mine. Those figures individually have been nearly impossible to get your hands on direct. They're all over the secondary market. So whoever's getting their hands on them is buying them all up, and they're trying to flip them on eBay for 2, 3, and 4 times the sticker price. I've noticed that started to even out. You can get the full set of 4 for I think like $70, $80. So you're paying about $20 a piece shipped. It's not horrible. They're $15 retail, so they're kind of expensive to begin with. We went into our Goodwill, and I think I've talked about it before that my Goodwill is trash. I mean, it's garbage. There's never anything there. I found all kinds of stuff. They had a huge shelf of video games, and they usually don't. It's like a bunch of Madden PlayStation 2 games and a handful of like Just Dance Wii games. You know what I'm saying? But they had Xbox, Xbox One, PS3, a lot of 360 games. They even had some GameCube games, but I thought they were really overpriced. But I was able to pick up some Xbox games. I just kind of got them sight unseen. Number one, I picked up Chaos Theory, Splinter Cell Chaos Theory for Xbox. I paid $4, not even $3 for this game. The discs on all these were immaculate. That's kind of what motivated me to pick them up. I never played Chaos Theory, but I loved the first one of Splinter Cell. So when I saw that for $3, I'm like, I've got to grab that. Definitely going to have some fun with that. I really enjoyed the Splinter Cell games. Looking forward to playing that. I'm gonna have to plug the Xbox in. Interesting. Found Enter the Matrix for Xbox. I've actually been looking at this game on GameCube on Mercari for a couple of days. But this Enter the Matrix has been going on Mercari for GameCube for like 10, 12, 15 bucks, something like that. So to pick it up for $3 is a huge steal. I borrowed it from a buddy of mine, actually a guy that used to work for me. This would have been 2003 or 2004. Shout out to Alonzo Buckner. I haven't seen him in years. I hope he's killing the game. But I borrowed it from him, and I remember playing it, and I remember liking it. It was like a little bit buggy, but it was kind of fun. Wasn't really the kind of game I was into at that time. It's kind of a third-person shooter-ish type of game. Wasn't really my thing, but I'm more into those now as an adult, or as an older adult, I guess. So looking forward to jumping back into that. And then these two, I don't even know anything about them. I've never played them. Again, the discs were immaculate, and they were $3. So I figured, what the heck? I'm going to take a flyer on them. I picked up Mercenaries, Playground of Destruction. It just kind of looks like a cool game based on the pictures. I don't know. So we're going to check that out. And then Delta Force, Black Hawk Down. This was apparently a massively multiplayer game at the time that Xbox Live was, a thing. 50 players online simultaneously, you know what I'm saying? But it does have a story mode. 16 breathtaking single-player missions, it says. So, and it's got 4-player split screen, so that's awesome too. Sweet. I'm kind of getting together all of the multiplayer split screen games that I can come across. I'm just super excited to introduce my kid to GoldenEye, and which I still need to pick up, and Star Fox 64, and games like that. Those couch co-op games we used to play. One other item. We were watching a YouTuber who's like a thrifter. He goes to all the thrift shops, buys stuff up, and resells it online. And he talked about this Scrubbing Bubbles automatic shower cleaner, and he found it at a Goodwill for like $15, and he was so excited because he's like, it goes for $300 all the time on Amazon, and I'm like, there's no way that this thing that he showed goes for $300. And so I looked it up, and it is listed on Amazon for like $280. It's apparently discontinued. But more realistically, it goes on eBay for about $80 or $90 plus shipping. So imagine my surprise the very next day when I'm at Goodwill and I find brand new in the box, unopened, this freaking Scrubbing Bubbles automatic shower cleaner with the 2 refill bottles. Apparently there's 2 versions of it. The one that has the two refill bottles is the expensive one, or the nice one. And it was only, I already took the sticker off. I think I paid $6 for it. Factory sealed is the saying. Factory sealed, as Clint would call it. So I'm really stoked to get that. I've got it listed. I was kind of hoping that it would sell like immediately. I wanted to have that listed, and 20 minutes later it sold. Hasn't sold yet. It's only been up for a day and a half. And I probably have it priced sort of top dollar. But I mean, I paid $6 for it. I figure it's going to cost me probably $20 to ship it. So I can sell it for anything above $30. I made a profit on. Not a great profit, but a profit nonetheless. So it's just fun. It was just so funny. We were watching this video and I didn't believe him, and the very next day I find one. So it was just a really funny story. Couple pickups from Mercari. Picked up a copy of Yoshi's Story for the N64. The cartridge is a little beat up, but I got a really good deal on it. What am I trying to say? Bundled it with Super Monkey Ball. I owned Super Monkey Ball back in the day. I must have traded it into GameStop or FunColand or whatever, and I've kind of regretted it ever since. I think I had Monkey Ball 2 as well. This disc is beat to shit, but I already tested it. It plays, so not worried about it. I got both of these, I think, for $30 or $35 shipped. Yoshi's Story pretty much is consistently $20, and actually Super Monkey Ball, I see this thing listed anywhere from $15 to $30, so, and it sells in that price range. So an opportunity to get them both for $35 total, shipped. I was happy with that. Tested them both. They both work great. Had to clean Yoshi's Story, but once I gave it a little cleaning, it was good to go. So there's a little scratch in there I didn't notice, but it doesn't seem to affect the play. So that is that on the game front. Have a couple of CGC comics to share with you. I'd had my eye on these books for quite a while, and he originally had them listed for, let me not do this in front of the microphone. He originally had them listed for, I think 45, no, it had to be more than that. I think he had them up for 60 a piece initially. And the price had kind of kept coming down, a couple bucks at a time. And I remember thinking to myself, I bet I could get these for, 50 total from them. But I really felt that was a really low offer at the time, so I just kept kind of putting it off and not putting it through. And then at some point he had them listed for 35 and 40 or something like that. And he had sent an offer on one of them, on the 41 down to 35. I don't know, something like that. 30 and 35 is what it would have been. And I said, hey, look, man, I've been looking at these for a while. I'll take them both for $50. And he was like, yeah, let's do it. That's great. And as it turns out, it's the same guy that I bought that Batman and Robin graded book from. So I will take this out of the plastic here. This is Superman Rebirth number 19. There's nothing special. It is a variant cover, but other than that, there's nothing special about the book. I just thought it was a really cool cover. I like Mixes Pitalik. It's a 9.8, and I paid $25 for it shipped. So I'm very happy with that. The case is a little tiny crack on it. I think both these have a tiny crack on them, actually. Yeah, I didn't realize this one had a crack, but that's all right. I paid nothing for it. I'm happy for it. Happy with it. This one I knew had a crack, so this one I'll probably get reslabbed at some point. But this is... If this is a 9.6, I think I am being a little too judgmental with the grading of books. This is Action Comics number 1000. This is they call it the 1980s cover, so it's Christopher Reeves, what is that, Margot Kidder, and I don't remember who played Jimmy Olsen, but it's the Richard Donner Superman style, just like the Batman Detective Comics 1000. They did 500 of these covers, so I don't know that this is anything special in the long run, but I'm a huge Superman fan. It's 9.6. It's a cool cover, slabbed. I love it. I got it for cheap, $25. It's hard to beat that. And then he also threw in, if I can get the plastic back on this, he also threw in, just unbeknownst to me, this Superman Gallery number 1. There's only one. I actually have this book, but mine's just completely beat up just from having it as a kid. I would have been 10 when this came out, if that. So it was cool, just a little throw-in item, a little thank you. So that was great. I was very happy with that. I think that's all of the updates. I've got another video game coming that I probably won't do on its own. I won't do its own video on it, so I doubt we'll talk about it. But I got Four Swords Adventures, Zelda Four Swords Adventures for GameCube coming. That's one of those games that I remember seeing it for like $20 at Best Buy for a long time, and I kept looking at it, and never buying it, and didn't really think anything more about it. And then I actually saw Eric Barkman playing it on his Twitch channel for a while, and I'm like, it's kind of a cool, fun little game. It's like a puzzly, Link to the Past kind of style game, but I saw it for a pretty good price. That thing goes anywhere from, I see it 25 to 60 all the time. I don't even remember what I paid for. I think I got it for $30, but spending the thing about the Mercari money is that it's in my brain, right or wrong, it's not real money. It's store credit, basically, because it's just not easy to get your money out of there. What's funny at this point is I'm probably a good 400 or close to it in sales, and if I'd let them pile up, I would absolutely have cashed out. But I think I have like $150 in there now. So what are you gonna do? And actually, I got to package it up after I'm done filming here, but I sold EarthX 0 through 12 for a song and a dance, to be honest. Yeah, that's everything. All right, guys. Hey, I appreciate you. Let me know what you thought about some of our pickups. Did we make good decisions? Did I overpay for some stuff? I certainly didn't overpay for these Xbox games. $3 a piece, you can't go wrong. You can't. What is this? $12? $12 right here? You can't beat that. Kidding me? I liked the original Xbox as well. I really, really liked the original Xbox. That was my first non-Nintendo system, actually. And I really liked the original Xbox. I haven't bought one since, oddly enough. But I really liked that original one. So, one other item that I just reminded myself of. You may have noticed that we changed the name of the channel. We're now No Point Collectibles. Basically, long story short, when I started the channel, we were going to buy liquidation pallets. If you've been here since the beginning, you know that. For a number of different reasons, we weren't able to get them. I tried to look at storage auctions and things like that, but people they're just overpaying for everything, in my opinion. Both the channel and my selling platforms, my store, so to speak, what am I trying to say? They're different. They're not what they set out to be. They're more focused on toys and collectibles and things like that. So I figured it was probably a good idea to make the change. I also didn't want people to have the wrong idea when I'm trying to buy stuff and they see liquidations. I don't want them thinking that I'm buying it, trying to lowball them, buy it cheap so I can turn around and flip it, because that's not the case. Everything I buy is for me and, for me to keep. So anyway, change it to No Point Collectibles. I think it's good. I think it's for the best. And I think it's going to be more accurate representation of the channel going forward. I picked up a new client, actually. As I'm recording this, I start a new job, essentially, tomorrow. And so I'm going to be pretty busy over the next probably 8 or 9 months at least. And then plus having a baby in the middle of that. So the likelihood of me finding a storage unit or a pallet or anything over the next 6 or 8 months is basically zero. I'm just going to be too busy. I'm not going to have the time. We're going to keep doing the collectibles because that's my passion. That's my hobby. That's fun, not necessarily work. So we'll still be doing that stuff. But I just felt that it was appropriate to change the name of the channel and change the focus and the scope so that we really brand what you should expect to see, if people come through. I want to give a shout out to the new followers. I see you. I get notifications. I'm still small enough that I can see all the notifications for new followers. There's been quite a few over the last couple of weeks. I really appreciate you guys. Very small channel. We're just kind of doing our thing. I don't do YouTube the way a lot of people do. This is me. I like to talk about the stuff and talk about the story about the stuff and, share my experience with the stuff as opposed to just holding up, hey, look at this cool shit I got. You know what I mean? I like to be real with you and honest with you and give you that feedback. So hope you enjoy it. Let me know, comment, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I'll stop rambling. I'll see you next time.